interesting day for me. I'll be telling you about that, plus much more, whatever you want to talk to. I am still have my book here that I'm putting in my papers that comes from my Tops magazines. This was an old, let's see if I can say it. Okay, hold on, let me see. I want to find me on this where I can read you guys here. Oh, there I am. Whoops, there I'm not. Let's go back. I'll find me. I'm here somewhere. Well, eventually I'll find me. Hi, I'm happy you're here. I'm going on my laptop to try to where I can read the comments. In case you get a chance, I'm happy that you're here. And just give me a moment. We'll just keep chatting while I'm looking away from the screen here. So I thought I had it, and I did, and then I went away from it. Okay, let's see. Where am I at? Okay, let's see. I want to go to my channel, and I'm happy you're here, and hopefully I will get to going instead of there I am. I got it on now. I can read your comments and they don't go away so fast. When I'm on my my live on, when I'm sitting at the piano, I can't quite. Hey, Regina, I am so happy to see you here today. Today has been a really a different type of day. It started, actually, it didn't go anywhere except go down the street and went for a walk with Glenn, my brother. You know, he's getting stronger every day. And so I walked with him down the street and he said, oh, I forgot my pole. You know, it gives a little bit of extra boost to the walking. And so, you know, he was kind of, you know, going along pretty slow. And I said, well, we can hold hands. I'll kind of, you know, maybe I can steady you. I don't think I could pick you up off the ground, but it can be a nice walk. And then we just went down to the corner and back. And on the way back, all of a sudden, I'm glad Glenn was with me because I would have been freaked out. A dog. Yes, I'm so happy he's getting stronger every day. On the way back, a dog would come, and we was, you know, like I said, I was holding his hand, and all of a sudden Glenn said he thought he felt something lick his hand. It was a dog. A dog got out of the yard, and it was a pretty good sized dog. He was friendly, but that would have freaked me out. I wouldn't have liked the dog just being there. So that was my excitement. And then, if that was not enough excitement, I had been thinking about getting a tablet. I have a Kindle that is many years old, and finally it got to where it was so old I couldn't get hardly anything on it, and I finally just gave it up. So, you know, I have my laptop and I have my phone, and that's really plenty for me. Yep, you're in the same way with dogs. Yeah. They can, if you don't know the dog, it can get a little scary. And especially when they come right up to you. They could have reached down there and bit my leg. I had pants, you know, to my knees, so I had the whole rest of me shining. I was telling you about I ended up buying a cheap tablet, a knockoff. You know, I got an Android because that's what I have on my phone. And I read several of the reviews on it. It was, you know, about $100. Not expensive. A lot of them go way up the line. So I got it today and I opened it up and I said, oh, I can set this up. Well, I set Barbara's up. But Barbara didn't have, she wasn't pairing it with anything. And here I wanted to pair it with all my things, my laptop and my phone. So I got to one point and it asked for a pin, and I thought, what is that pin number? I asked all my resources around here, you know, that little girl in the corner that's in a box, that Alexa thing. And I still didn't quite figure out what number they wanted for a pin. And so finally I called Teresa, my niece, over, and I said, Glenn, I said, Teresa, if you can, would you mind coming over and helping me with this? I'm at a loss. I don't know what to do. So she gets, well, hello, covered by CQ. I'm so happy you're here. I remember you coming on before, and I'm so thrilled you're here. And I'm going to write this down because I'm so bad with names sometimes. And it's called by CQ, right? Covered by CQ. Where are you from? I know you may have told me, and I am sorry that I didn't remember. Maybe I'll get, if I hear from you often enough, I will remember. And do you have a channel? And I want to make sure, I think you told me last time, but I want to make sure. Well, I got my laptop, and anyway, she comes up, not laptop, my tablet, my cheap knockoff tablet. And you're from the UK, born in Devon. Is that Devon? UK, okay. And do you have a channel? I appreciate that, to know that, if you don't mind. Now wait, are you the music guy? If you are, I watch you. You can let me know that, because I think maybe you might be, now that I'm thinking about it. And you sing, you have background and you sing, you can tell me that, if you don't mind. Yes, okay, I remember you. Okay, thank you. Now you do some beautiful music. Now you have the music and you sing with Mike, and you got some beautiful music you do. You guys, you can go check him out too. I'll try and put that on so and you can go and listen to his beautiful music. What time is it there, if you don't mind my asking? Is it later? I think it would be, but I'm not sure. We're in California, and it's just after 10 o'clock. Okay, on back to the saga of my purpose was to get this is, you know, my eyes get so tired, and I do everything on this little phone of mine. I do all the editing. I could do it on my laptop, but I never have. 6:14 in the morning. You're up. Did you have a good night of sleep? Hopefully you did. That you're not just going to bed. Now, I usually go to bed about 12:30 to 2. I'm real happy if I get to sleep at 12:30. But it's you know, the time is so different. Everybody has so different hours. Okay, got to take my grandson to school. Okay, what grade is he in? If you don't mind my asking. I just like to hear from everybody. And anyway, so I got my Power Director working on my new tablet. I did a little video for a trial, and I was going to upload it to YouTube like I usually do. And I got to 12 and it wouldn't go any further. I mean, it kept getting stuck. So I would cancel it and start over. And so I haven't figured that out yet. But if I can figure out, okay, he's got 3 years left at school, but very clever, but autistic. Some of the autistic people are so smart and so talented. I really don't understand everything about it, but I'm sure you've learned a lot since you deal with that often. I don't know how often, but all the time probably, if you're taking him to school. Anyway, so I'm trying to figure out how, if I can edit on my new tablet and then put it on my little phone here, that just, it goes through to my YouTube videos so fast. So I haven't got that figured out. So we'll see. But in the meantime, I can read all of the, okay, I have retired now, but worked in mental health for 10 years. That's an awesome job to have. I would think that would be so rewarding. What I usually do, if I have nothing to talk about and you guys don't give me a subject, I have, as you know, I have my book. It's an old Medicare book that I glue and cut out and talk about some of. Now this is tops, and I know you're seeing it backwards. I didn't realize at first everything is being mirrored backwards. I have tops magazines or health things I want to put in this to cover up my whole book. So I'm calling this my glue book. And by the way, this last week, well, it might be 2 weeks now, I did the video of me putting on my makeup. I had no idea when I sat there in my chair and put my makeup on that this many people would see it. I guess YouTube decided to push it out a little bit. And right now I got 10,000 views on that. I cannot believe that. And several new subscribers. Now, I don't know if they'll come back all the time. You know, a lot of people subscribe and rarely ever go on your channel. So, and that's not why I set out to do my channel to begin with. It does make you feel good. And I still got this little hair that just, it's unruly. Okay. And, you know, if I'm editing a video, I would be taking that out, but I'm not. So I'm here. Oh, let me show you before I go any further. My son came over today, and I didn't see him on Mother's Day. He said he had a gift for me, and so he brought the gift for me today. It was 2 things. This little thing right here. These are real. Okay, let's see. Hello, RC. You just finished your episode of 5, the hot spot of Japanese. Now, you end up watching a lot of things that I never think about watching. The hotspot, a Japanese show that's like the 90s comedy, Northern Exposure, except it features a space alien. Oh, space aliens. Okay, Richard, my husband would have loved that probably, the space aliens. Can't even say it right. This, and those are real. And he said, and they don't have any dirt in it. I said, are they going to live? He said, yeah. He said, but they might need, he said, it's been in the car. So let's see what it says. It says, my dear Mom, for all the times that I forgot to thank you for all the special little things you do, for all the words that sometimes go unspoken, I need to say, I love you. Okay, let me see what you said. RC said, okay. Well, wait, did you say another one? Okay, maybe I didn't. Okay. Oh, yes, you did. It's about a woman who works at a hotel and finds out that her co-workers is an alien due to superhuman abilities. Oh, boy. I don't know, RC. I don't think that would be one I would like, but I'm sure there are a lot of people that would like that. My other thing that my son brought me, look at that. And you know, I like to sew. My mama had one pretty much like this. Hi, and let's see. Hi, Dave in Canada. Okay, Dave in Canada, I'm so glad you're here. And let's see. I have a friend in Thunder Bay, Canada. That is awesome. Now, have you guys watched each other's channels before? Dave plays the bass, and Cover by CQ does music. He sings, and it's beautiful. You can hear him sing. This has, I don't think it has oh, Anna, I'm so happy to see you here too. You guys, if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up if you can at all. I think they say it helps. But anyway, that's my little gift from my son for Mother's Day. I got to see him and all of them the day before Mother's Day for his daughter, my granddaughter. She turned 30. And we had a wonderful time. If you go back and look at my videos, I put a little video of their two children in. Oh, I'm so happy to see you guys all here. And I'm happy to see you too, Joy. I'm happy to see all of you. You guys are just such a blessing to me. You know, this week has been a whirlwind week for me. You know, my sister came from Texas, and my sister came from close by. You know, she brought my other sister from Texas after they picked her up from the airport, and they spent Tuesday through. Barbara went home on Friday, and Sharon went home on Saturday. Northern Exposure aired, okay, at CBS on Monday. Okay, Tim, I used to like something called Northern Exposure. I'm not sure that would be the same one, but some of those, and I enjoyed those Alaskan video movies and all. So that's great. When Sharon came, you know, her main reason was to come and see my brother who had a heart attack. He's 83, and he's the one that plays piano, my one and only brother. And she wanted, you know, my sister Barbara and I are going to be going back there within the next month or so, and we'll be with her. But she wanted to be sure and be with her brother. Of course, we knew, I mean, she was staying at my house and spending a lot of time over there. So during that week, it was so awesome. We went over there and had tuna noodle casserole. My sister-in-law made it, and it was so good. And in fact, Barbara called today. Let's see. I thought that girl on that show was pretty. I think she is a Christian. I will have to double check that. That sounds wonderful. And Twin Peaks in 1990s mystery show set in Washington State changed television for the good. Okay, that's great. Yeah. Anyway, Barbara called me today and said she made that tuna noodle casserole for her son. And he said, oh, they loved it. And so they'll be having tuna noodle casserole every so often. I'm sure it will be on the menu. It's funny how, and you know, of course it's easy to make. And so that was so fun. Let's see, nice gifts, Joyce. It's $125. Oh my goodness. I cut hair all day, so off to bed. God bless you, Regina. I'm so glad you're here. That's Mrs. Intense, you guys. She has been a busy lady all day. Tuna noodle casserole. It was so good. Okay, you make it once in a while too, Anna? That's awesome. I think I'm going to be making it before long too, because I really like that too. You know, there's a lot of different ways. She put cheese on top of hers. Some I've had without cheese. And another time they said they put crunchies on top of it too. Some kind of crunch. I'd be doing that because I'm a crunchy girl. I like my crunch. And so that's a fun thing. Today, I think it got in almost to 90, but it was nice. It wasn't bad at all. And I'm happy whenever. Now, I haven't turned my air conditioning on yet. Now, I have my fans going, but so far, no air conditioning. And when that happens, it doesn't cost as much. I'll be getting my bills and be making it up for that soon enough. So we'll face that and cross that bridge when we get a chance to. So what has everybody been doing? Okay, chicken noodle soup. Oh yeah, chicken noodle soup and grilled cheese. Yeah. I don't put cheese in on top, but okay, and have the top crunchy. I just checked out. Okay, good. You checked out CQ. He sings beautiful. You'll like his music. And that is awesome. I love this. We got Washington and Illinois and the UK and Canada. Wow. That reminds me, I need to put another. Is it that cold? Dave, it's that cold. Yeah, I guess it would be. Yeah. Uh, I don't look forward to cold, but I don't look forward to hottest hot. Somehow in the middle. That sounds good. I've been eating a lot of leftovers since everybody left. You know, my brother took us to Olive Garden, and I always get eggplant parmesan when I go there. Yeah, lasagna. That looked good too. I didn't get that, but eggplant parmesan's what I got. Sharon got this pasta with shrimp in it, and it was a lighter with the angel hair. And then when everybody left, they left the leftovers. So guess who ate them? Shepherd's pie. That sounds good. I would like that. Now, you know, as you know before, you probably heard me say I don't eat the meat, so I'd be making it without it. Or if it's big enough chunks, I'd be moving the chunks aside. Oh my goodness, salmon cream udon yesterday at the University District. That sounds good. I like salmon too. That's about the only, you know, meat, fish that I eat, but it's good once in a while. You know, I watch another girl here, because she's a vegetarian. I think she's a real one. She's not let's see, she eats cheese, so she's a vegetarian. She uses like Morning Star, the plant-based foods quite often, like makes casseroles. I haven't done that too much. I could, but I haven't done it too much. Everyone likes Olive Garden. Yes. Salad dressing is really good. Oh, you got some at Costco. So you have a Costco up there in Canada where you live? That's a good one. And Anna, that's good. Salmon, I've had it when I just absolutely loved it. Other times. Now, you know, many years ago, long time ago, 50 plus years ago, my husband at the time, my ex-husband, he used to go fishing. They had a lot of salmon runs around here, not too far from here. And they would go out and they'd bring home these great big salmons. Actually, I've actually canned salmon before. Tomorrow I'm going to have salmon patties. That would be good. I would like that. Yeah, Costco is worldwide. Okay, they are worldwide. Okay, that's good. They have some good things. We finally got one close to us. You know, we had the Sam's that was a little further away, and I got to where I just dropped my membership. But now I got Costco's because it's as close as going to Walmart for me. Actually, they're across the street. And we was thrilled when we got a Walmart. You know, this was pretty much rural, and it's growing up more and more. I live in Vancouver Island. It's about the same size as England. You know, there's another girl that, now I forgot her name. I just was watching her a while ago. And let's see if I can see her real fast. I was just watching her, and she was talking about, she lives up there somewhere close to, let's see. She lives somewhere up there close to you, I think. I'll tell you if I can find it. Let's see. I'm going on the wrong spot here for finding what I'm looking for. When you want to find it and fast, it don't work. Okay, famous salmon fishing and huge. Yes. And they're probably better. The time they would run here, they had gotten beat up. You know, because so many of them were in the rivers, and they were just, or whatever it is, and they was just fighting for their lives, and that's basically and they would be pretty beat up, a lot of them, by the time they got here. Well, I thought I was gonna tell you. Oh, here, I can do it from here, I think. And let's see my history, and I can tell you this girl that I was just watching just a while ago. Maybe. Oh, there she is. Vancouver, Hippie Chick. That's who it was. Okay. Have you guys heard of her? Now, that's where she lives, Vancouver Island. Did I say that? Okay. Now, let me go back to my screen where I can see what you're saying. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I'll get there. I'm slow. Yeah. So now, has anybody been doing anything special that you want to tell us about today? Let me get this one on again where I can see right here. Sorry, I'm looking away. Okay, there you are. Didn't go too far. Okay. Oh, let's see. I got frozen salmon fillets from Costco. You know, I could do that too. I should do that. That would be good, and that would be easy for me. Yeah, I would like that. Yesterday, you know, I did my live on YouTube and the music, and sometimes, boy, every once in a while I hit a wrong note, or, but that's okay. You know, when it's live, you can't take care of it later. Now, I was just looking at this. Savor your flavors for, oh, I didn't put my glasses on. There they are. Okay. Dehydrate apples. Do you guys do any dehydrating of anything? They not only make healthy snacks, but can also be added to pork chops, pies, and baked goods. You like that? Yeah. Oh, this is kind of interesting. I haven't read it yet. Well, I probably did when I got the magazine right here. And I know it's backwards. Let you look at the picture right there. See? Ending the blame game. Well, we can blame ourselves on a lot of things sometimes. This is mainly talking about weight and diets and exercise. Let's see what you said, Dave. Okay, let's see. You got some garden lights from Home Depot. On my security camera, I can watch the local cats. Are they big cats or just little ones? I have lights out. They're the solar lights. I have them all, and I can look out in my yard and basically see most everything in my yard. And I really like that a lot, because it just gives you a sense of well-being. You know, I know the Lord's with me, but I sure like to be able to. And of course, you have locks on your doors and all that good stuff, but it's nice. And thankfully, we have a good neighborhood, so that's a good plus too. Yeah. So now, are those big cats or little, just like the neighborhood cats that like to roam around and get in everybody else's trash? Okay. I cleaned the hummingbird feeder today. Today it was a holiday, really, called the Queen's Victoria Day. Okay. I'll have to check that one out. Okay. Just house cats. My son, when he lived here, he had 2 cats, and I didn't mind them. I mean, they were outdoor cats, and I didn't mind them being out in the yard, because I felt like there was a added safety as far as mice or rats or anything. Since my husband's been gone, you know, my husband took care of all that. That's one thing I got is pest control service. That's one thing I thought that would unnerve me to no end if I knew there was a mouse in my house. Oh, yeah. You can hear some of my stories if you go back and read them. I had some unnerving one many years ago. Well, I was newly married. I think I might have been 18. And my husband had went away for the evening, had some kind of business work or something. I can't remember exactly. And I seen a mouse. And I got up on the table, and I didn't get off that table till he got home. Now, don't ask me how I'd react now. I hope and pray I don't don't have to face that. I'd probably be calling my niece over next door, my brother Glenn. Newly married. Yeah, that was, goodness. Well, let's see. That was 60, 70. I don't know. A long old time ago. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah. So much has went under the bridge, and so many good times, so many wonderful memories to go along with that. I have that, um, my playlist, that it's a glimpse of my life. It's my whole life story from when I was born to getting married, getting a divorce, getting married to my husband that I was married to for 40 years. Well, just shy of 40 years till he passed away. And, you have the ups and downs, even though it's a wonderful marriage. You always have a little something there, but what a blessing. And I have a lot of wonderful memories of my wonderful husband. And, even my children that I had with my first 40 years of bliss. Yep, almost. It was from August to October. It would have been 40 years. So that was a good little long time. Wonderful. And sorry, I don't ever like to scratch my face when I'm but when you're on a live, and we lived in the same house this whole time. And that was nice. Let's see. Over the weekend, I finished Fred and Rosemary West, British Horror Story. It was about a couple who had lodgers who went missing. Oh my goodness, they were murdered. Fred and Rose were arrested. Yes. Oh yeah. Good thing they were arrested. And the reason I read these, sometimes people listen to their videos in the car, and they think if I'm silent, they don't know what's going on. And Anna said, I'm that way with mice too. In the present, I have stood on a chair and screamed, okay, gotcha. And then RC said, Fred took his own life in prison, and Rose was convicted of murder and sentenced. And Dave in Canada said, although I would never marry one, I hear marrying a man is wonderful. Well, a woman marrying a man, yes. That's what the Bible says. So that's where I go from it, But I'm not going to mistreat anybody, whatever. I just know what the Bible says. So let's see. Something I read made me think of, you was talking about this. I was reading about, we just watched, I think it was Ellie Nessler's story, and where she shot a man that had molested her son. You may have heard of the story. It's on, I think we watched it on either Tubi or YouTube. And that was very interesting. Of course, I'd seen it many years ago. Actually, I followed that story at the time. It was somewhere in California in the northern part. So it was not terribly far. I mean, a few hours from where we are now. So yeah, there's so many things going on. And I think the Lord is with me every day, because I couldn't live without him. And I'm sure most of you feel that way, or if you don't, I pray you do. Let's see. I was just, I did see a bird today outside. And, most of the time I see sparrows here, little sparrows. We have a lot of them. And if you probably listen to any of my videos, you hear birds chirping in the background, especially when I go outside or have my door open. And today I seen a bird, and I don't know what kind. I'm not up on my birds. Do you think Bigfoot is real? Probably not, but I don't know for sure. I have heard different things about that. What about you, Dave? What do you think? Is it real? Yeah, I hear trains. Yes, I have lots of trains. Actually, it's across the street The neighbors has a big field, and then there's a little ditch area, and then there's a train. Actually, between the houses, I can see the train when it goes by. So yeah, pretty close. And actually, I had my friend over after my sister left. LOL, funny Dave. I had my friend over to help me eat some of that salad I had left over. And I taught her the game 313 in cards. Okay. You, RC lives in near an airport. So you hear the planes going by. Yeah. Actually, we have a little airport out here too. Once in a while, we have the puddle jumpers, people that leave their little planes there. Actually, my friend Susie that you see me at the donut shop with, her husband used to fly. Hi, Belinda. Belinda has a channel too. You guys go check and see her. She has a great one. Oh, Belinda, I hope you can go to sleep soon. But I'm glad you're here. Belinda, I'm going to be trying to make I think that was the pinto beans that you made. And after it was almost done, you put the potatoes in it. Isn't it you that did that? I got a potato yesterday. Let's see. The last train on Vancouver Island was in 2008. Okay. It seems like it will be back soon. Okay. Those potatoes, I got a potato yesterday Sunday at church. Yes. So I didn't have any fresh potatoes, but Sunday at church, every once in a while somebody brings some food that and sets it in our little snack bar area, and there was a potato and some apples, and for anybody to take, and it was a big potato, and I thought, I'm taking that potato and I'm gonna make that pinto beans, and I'm gonna do it like you guys be sure and go watch her video, and you can see how she did it. She cooked her beans, and then when it was almost done, about the last half an hour, I think it was, she put her potato, cut it up chunks like you would just chunks of potato, and put it in with her pinto beans. I'm doing that. It won't be long, and I'll probably do a video on it too, Belinda. And I will be sure and let everybody know where I heard it from. And I'm sure I'll make it a little different than you. Belinda used to own a restaurant or work at a restaurant. I think it was own one. But, and so you can watch her make some delicious food. She's a good cook. Makes me hungry. Although I still got lots of leftovers in my refrigerator. So I was telling you about my friend I had come over. She lives about the same distance from the same track, only across the tracks. And so we had a good visit. You owned the restaurant. I thought that's what you had said. And you are a good cook. Yeah, sounds so good. The food just sounds delicious every time I see it. And I like watching you go out there and mow the lawns, and your son, teaching him. Cover CQ, the Swiss Charlotte. Is that the way you pronounce it? Yeah, that is so cool. Pinto beans, yep. I like my pinto beans. That's the main kind we ever had when I was growing up. And both my adult children, well, they're all adults. My two oldest kids do not like pinto beans. Can you just believe it? Now they'll eat refried beans. I think CQ left to send. Okay, he might have left to take his son to school. He's come on every once in a while, and I really appreciate when he does. And he does have a beautiful voice. And I think most of the time, if you go see him, I think he wears sunglasses when he's singing, or dark. Okay. It's 7 a.m. UK, yeah. My favorite fast food is Arby's. Now, don't Arby's do they have anything that I could eat there that's veggie besides French fries or a salad? That's kind of the thing I run into a lot. Now, for a little while, Wendy's they had their fish sandwiches. I like that real well. I had a couple of them before they discontinued them. They'll bring them back sometime soon, I hope. So, oh, I was telling you about okay, Belinda, um, Belinda, I live in California. I'm in Northern California. And so we're having some nice weather. Our weather is pretty nice. Okay. You like all beans. Anna likes all beans, lima beans. I do. I like them too. Hardly ever make them. Like black beans. I like garbanzo beans. All kinds of beans. I don't know there's one that I don't like. Black-eyed peas. Beans, peas, the little black eye. Yeah, that's good. Wendy's has really yummy salad dressing. I don't think I've tried that. I'll have to try that sometime. I wonder if they'll give me a side of it. I buy the baked potatoes there. That's my main thing. And by the way, you do know at Wendy's, well, not all of them. You can ask there. But at my Wendy's, they give a senior coffee free. So every time I go in there, oh, and not just coffee, you can have a soda if you want. So at my Wendy's, I get that. Okay. So okay, I'm out there in California. Yes. This is where I was born and raised. And then I got married, moved away, and lived for many years here and there and everywhere. And now I'm back home. So, and I'm back around the corner from where I started. So that's good. It's a good place to be. And, my brother lives next door, so that's an added blessing to me. And, when my parents were living, that house was in the family too. So we all had back fences, back gates that went into each other's yard. And then once we sold the one house, after my parents passed away and my two sisters decided they didn't want it and they sold it, then it's just, okay, you have a half sister in Bakersfield. That's probably maybe 400 miles south of me. I've been through there many times. Do you ever get to see her, Belinda? Yeah. So this is sometimes I read a comment and then I forget what I'm talking about, but it's not important. I just like to chatter on. It's not dead space. And make it hopefully where it's enjoyable to you. I was telling you about that. So after they sold it out of the family, we didn't have anything. A Cali girl, yep. Do you live in Pasadena? That's probably 500 miles south of me. Yeah. And I drive my car more than on Sunday. Let's see, last time you seen her was 10 years ago. Belinda, that's a long time. Yeah, hopefully you get to see her soon. Or hopefully you get to see her on YouTube or one way or another that you can get a hold of each other. My daughter that lives in Florida, I don't get to see her, but every so often. Okay, you talk every week. That's good. I'm glad. Pasadena, yes, it's near LA. I had a friend that lived in Pasadena. She lives up this way now. She's way up in age also. So, my friends are getting to be old, and then actually I'm kind of one of the younger ones. That's good. You FaceTime each other. I like that. Yeah. Now my daughter, have you ever heard of Voxer? Voxer. That's a nice little one that you can get on and chit chat back and forth with more than one person. We do that with my granddaughter. She lives in North Dakota. And her mama, my daughter, lives in Florida. And then, of course, I'm here. So it's good to hear from everybody. It's a great day. And as I'm going here, I did put a little, and I don't think I have it here. I would tell you about it. Well, I guess I won't tell you. I put a little on my YouTube video, a little questionnaire that we did at our ladies' Bible study. It was just getting to know people. It don't have to be a Bible study, but just like how do you like your coffee? Okay. It's a narrow strip of a city divided by I-5. Yeah. Have you been there? Let's see, I missed something. Boxer, is that No, it's with a V, like in V, velvet with a V. Yeah. Um, RC, have you been to uh, Pasadena? I don't know that I actually have, because I've been all down in Southern California. We've went to Disneyland and um, different places down that way. Knox, oh, you guys hear that train? They go by at all times at night. 2 o'clock in the morning, sometimes I hear the train. And I always wonder, where are they going to? Do you ever think that way? Where do they go to? And speaking of, let's see, what you say? You have a strip then on the west Seattle, west of, I don't know how to pronounce that word, river. I've been only to the Bay Area. Okay. That's probably about 2 hours or thereabouts from us. You heard me tell the story about getting lost there when my husband got a kidney transplant. That was something. That's in my YouTube videos, glimpse of my life too. That was, it was like an angel that came and guided us to that place, because he had to be to the hospital by a certain time to get there. Okay, my brother has his PhD at Berkeley. Okay, that's not too terribly far, a couple of hours thereabouts. I have some friends that have family there, and until recently they drove there, even some of the older ones. I don't think I'll be driving there ever. I'd probably die of fright on the freeways. So you won't be hearing of that one, that I didn't die that way. Okay. He's now teaching at the University of Oregon. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's a good thing. Hopefully he enjoys it, and it's a good thing. Yeah. And what does he teach? I think you might have told me, but I can't remember. And let's see, this one, Great Grandma May, June's magically thin spell. Okay, let's see what this is. Let me read what Anna says. I'm glad you go live. Since my husband Dean passed away, I feel alone and lonely. Sometimes I know the Lord Jesus Christ, yes, is with me, and I'm not alone. Chatting with everyone here helps me, makes me, and I'm glad of that. Let's see, my older brother lives in did missions in China, Hong Kong for 15 years, and now is in the UK. Okay, that's great. I love that. And your brother, RC, that is, in case you don't know, RC, I call him that, and it's Pacific State Northwest is what you're probably seeing on the screen. Your brother in Oregon teaches literature. Oh my goodness. And he's finishing his second book by June. That's awesome. Yeah, that is great. Starting this YouTube channel has really been a blessing to me too. Anna, whenever my husband passed away in August, and I started this in October without ever dreaming what I was doing or how far I'd go with it. Had no thoughts. Maybe a few people would come on, and just gradually more and more came on. And I don't know that you heard this at first. Some of you might not have been on it at the time, but recently I did that one video with me putting my makeup on. I don't have any special talent. I don't use expensive makeup, but I did that video sitting in my chair over there, and YouTube must have really pushed it out, because it's at 10,000 views right now. I cannot believe it. It just shocked me. Okay, let's see. His first book was called The Edge of Knowing, about psychoanalysts and Chinese literature in Mao era. Now, can he get that book? Can you guys get it on Amazon? Okay. And Belinda, you said, Anna, God will be always, yes, thank you, Belinda, for praying for Anna. She is just a lovely lady. Oh, you guys are. That is just so awesome. And I'll have to look that up. Now, it's funny because the next day I'll be able to go back and read all these, because once I finish up here and I go back to read all these, I can't pull them up till tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow I will be able to read all of these comments and see what, if I missed anything. I'm thankful I'm seeing most of it now, but as far as writing the book down and all that, I haven't done that. So okay, let's see. Okay, thank you, Linda. County cooking. Yeah, she's got great cooking. Yes, you'll have to check that out. This one, just kind of glancing at this. Make water your best friend. Yeah, you need to do that one. Yes, I know you bathe in it regularly, but I want you to drink 8 glasses of water. Now, I am guilty for not drinking 8 glasses of water. That reminds me, I have my coffee here. Okay. I think Anna, you can let him know, but I did go on and I watched your video where you and your hubby, Dean, got married. I think that's about all I've seen. Garlic chicken and garlic mashed potatoes and chocolate cake. Okay, I'll have everything except the chicken. Sounds good to me. And I'll save my piece of chicken for you. That'd be great. Yeah, I like that. Yes, that'd be fun. Okay, let's see. No, you won't drown. I promise you. It will rinse you out really well. Okay. You have a cat video? I'll go and look for that. I did go on your video on your site, Dave, and I seen somewhere a link or whatever. Oh my goodness, that sounds good. Garlic asparagus, yum. Yes, that sounds good. And I seen where you was playing the bass with your worship team. Sounded wonderful. I love that kind of thing. Yum, you're making me hungry. You got it. Yep. Let's see, what did I eat today? Leftovers. Oh, let's see, what else did I eat? Leftovers. That was my main thing. I had salad, had a big salad. And then I had the leftover spaghetti. It wasn't a big serving, but it was good. I think I had something else. Must have had something else. I wouldn't go with that little. Okay. Were you a wildflower child in the 60s? I was a 60s girl, but I don't know if you'd say it. I was a church girl in the 60s and then in the late 50s. We was raised strict church. We didn't get to go to dances or anything like that. Yeah. Okay. If you give us wrenches, I don't even know how to do that. I'll have to study up on that, or you can tell us how to do it. Belinda, I'll have to find out how to do that because I don't know. I've heard other people talk about it, but I don't know the first thing about how to do that. Given wrenches, I know I heard other people say that. So if you can tell me, I should be happy to do it. I don't know that I can do it right this minute, unless there's a way on here that I can do it right away. But I usually stay on here right at an hour, and then I will get off, and I have my video that I'll be loading up. And let's see if she does have a rock star look. Okay. Oh, but she has a rock star look. Yeah. I don't know about that one, but that's cute. That's okay. Is that the site that I just seen something? That picture behind you. This picture is just a little. I got it at a thrift store. I hope I didn't. And I thought it was so pretty, and it's so lightweight. somebody painted on this little poster. You know, I have a lot of pictures that I put behind me because, you know, my ex-daughter-in-law, I don't like to call her ex, my former daughter-in-law, she was a painter, and she did a lot of paintings. Here's one. I had it sitting there. She did that one time. I have another one here, so I don't know if I can reach it or not. Yeah, I can, if I don't tear up the place. Oops, you see? Okay, these are some of them my daughter painted. And when she came and got her things, she took everything she wanted and she left these. And for a long time, and they're so lightweight. Okay. And when she came, got all of her things, then she left those. And finally, I thought, they are so pretty. I could just use them for background. And that's what I've been doing all this time. And then I got my curtains. You see my curtains? Only this is a shower curtain. But it makes a really pretty background. I'm messing up here, you guys. Yeah. Anyway, so I always like the backgrounds. I just find them interesting. And if you haven't, I'm sure, let's see, I'm impressed. Oh, yeah. Thank you. That's my daughter, she just is very talented. And I really enjoyed it. Actually, she drew one picture, and I think I've showed it somewhere. And somewhere I'll try and take a picture of it and put it on here where you can see it. She had an assignment one time, and it was to take, I don't know if she could choose what she chose, but she took a couple boxes and built them up, and she found one of something on my bookshelf that was an old car. Let's see, and she just built it up, and then she drew it. And then it was real big, and so then she ended up bringing it in, and she framed it for me and gave it to me as a gift. I'll try and post that. Maybe I'll put it in my, what is it, post. I think that's what they call it. The painting looks like an album cover of Marty Robbins. I like Marty Robbins. That would be okay. I like his music. Actually, I love country music. I really like it, and especially the old songs. There's some beautiful ones there. So they have a lot of, some of the singers were really great. And of course, I like country gospel music. That's one of my favorites. And you know, I like the new songs. I really do. And that's what our church sings, the majority of, most of it. But when it comes to really, really feeling the Lord on a song, it's the other kind that really gets me. What was that sound? One of these, that might be my new tablet over there. I haven't gotten used to all the sounds. The Isaacs. I like the Isaacs a lot. Yes, I really like the Isaacs. If you guys haven't checked on them, you might look them up. Jimmy Swaggart? Yep. My brother and sister-in-law over there, they have him on a lot. And his piano playing. By the way, you know, Jerry Lee Lewis and Mickey Gilley and Jerry Lee and Jimmy Swaggart were cousins. But he had another cousin named David Beatty, and at that time he lived in Missouri. And at that time he was a youth director of the church that we was affiliated with. And we got to meet him, and we spent time in their home. So their cousin. And he played the piano just like him too. So there was another one of those guys that played the piano much like it. Yeah, I always liked it. It's amazing. So you know what? I'm coming at an hour now, and I really, really appreciate every one of you that come along. You know, I'm here every day of the week. I know it was sad, Jimmy Swaggart's scandal, but you know what? I don't want to throw him out because the Lord forgives, and we got to forgive too. Yeah. Let's see. They all learn from their same aunt. You got it. You got it. Yep. I want to thank you all for watching. Go and check all my other videos if you get a chance and want to. I'm on every day, at least one video. I have shorts on there. A lot of them I take from my videos, and I'm doing something all the time. So I thank you. Steve Lawson was the worst. I have to look that up because I don't remember him. But you know what? I'd like to pray with you before I go, if you don't mind, and just ask the Lord to bless each one that comes on here. And I want to just ask the Lord for blessings for you all. Lord Jesus, I thank you for each one that came here tonight. And I pray you'll just bless each one. Lord, if there's somebody that needs a healing, I pray you'll heal them. If they need a financial miracle, give them a financial miracle. Lord, meet their needs. And most of all, if they don't know you and haven't asked Jesus into their heart, God, bring them to you. Let them ask Jesus into their heart. And God, we thank you, Lord. Bless each one. And I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow or anytime you come. Lord willing, I'll be here again next week, but I'll be around many times before that time. God bless you all. I'm going to go finish up go see what I can do on this new tablet that I got to figure out. Blessings.